Well, good afternoon and welcome to the Arbor Hills Nature Preserve in Plano, Texas. This afternoon and extending into this evening's exercise is a first test of the 5.11 Skyweight 24, which I have set up right here. Very interesting pack. Let me move around here as I just give you a very quick view. I know people have been to the website, you've looked at all the features and description, but sometimes you just have to see it loaded up and up close to get a good feel for what it's really all about. You can see basically a barrel design here, quick top opening. You also have another area up top for quick access to frequently needed gear. Now inside there's only one pocket to segregate gear, so you're going to want to layer things up. If you have a bunch of small things together, probably want to put them in an additional bag or pouch by themselves. If you're worried that you may need ready access to a generally infrequently used piece of kit, and you've got that at the bottom, don't worry, you have zipper access right here to get into the bottom and middle of your pack. Very generous water pockets. You have compression straps that can also be used to put additional gear into the side. However, this is not the type of pack that you would readily expand on. You can see no molly capability at all. I really like the thick padded straps here. Lots of room to put gear on. I haven't even begun to get that completely set up, but since this is my initial test of the pack, I thought this would be a reasonable configuration to start with. Now, if you've seen any of my other reviews, you know I typically don't like waist belts. I do like the fact that this one is removable. I actually tested this and I did not have an issue with a pistol that was holstered on my hip. However, that was just a very quick standalone test. I have not been out to the range and run any drills, so that's still open. In the wintertime, colder months, I tend to carry in a belly band that's loaded up closer to my chest, and so the pistol is actually lined up more along in here. So I'm going to test to see if there's any interference from here. I did completely load it up and did one static test, did not have any issues at all, but that'll be part of the testing tonight. You can put additional gear on the outside here. We're getting to that time of year where I may start out now, don't need gloves, temperature's dropping fast, might need gloves later. So this is just something I'm trying out on kind of a whim to see how well it works. Now, in terms of the testing tonight, I'm going to test general fit, comfort, how easy is it to access gear, how easy is it to get off and on quickly. I should point out that in my commentary throughout the exercise, my primary use case for gear is night wilderness search and rescue. Now what I'm going to do is start out here, head out to the outer loop trail. Notice it's getting pretty close to sunset, so I'm going to simulate a situation where someone starts out during the daytime, think they're going to do a late afternoon hike. Oh yeah, I'll get back before it gets dark. I want to simulate that transition from late afternoon into evening and dark. And that will of course force me to take the pack off and transition to gear that's necessary to make it through from a day hike into a night hike. All right, well, that's enough of listening to me. I'm going to get kitted up, get out there, and we'll see how well this pack performs. So we'll start with an easy test, this little turn out. The leaves are a bit wet. Not really that big a deal. The ground is also wet, but again, not much of anything to worry about. Have to bend down and clear this. And back up through here. I'm noticing the pack is staying very stable. I've got the waist belt unclipped because I can't get it all the way around with the additional gear in my belly band. Not really bothering me at all though. Literally the pack didn't shift at all in that moving, but that was a pretty straightforward test to begin with. Coming back up on the path here, and we'll keep going. And there's the update on mission time. And for everyone who has seen one of my flashlight reviews, I'm a little bit closer, but you may recognize that. And I'm always saying that this is the entrance to the Outer Loop Trail. Well, let's go check out the Outer Loop Trail. Mission time update. As you can see, the sun is setting fast, and this is what it's like to be out in the bush and you realize, let's say just hypothetically, I don't even know where I am. Now, that's a little offshoot trail. This is where I came from. I actually diverged and went out along the prairie trail, and then there was a fork that I'm just over 400 yards from. It's met back up with the outer loop trail. And so what I'm going to do now is, let's say that I'm just in a fight to figure out where I am and where I'm going. I know the sun's setting, so this is where I need to change to night gear. It could actually be pretty intimidating if you don't have any light. As it happens, I have 2 headlamps, so I'm going to get one of them out and just show you the pack right here. Even with the waistband open, it's carried really well, and I like the idea of having direct access to my gloves right there. So I'm going to get a headlamp out. I've also got to get my sunglasses stowed away and transition to my clear safety glasses. So let me get all of that together. And here we go. I'm actually really kicking it old school. I've gone back to the very first formal product review that I ever did on the channel, the Petzl Swift RL, and this is in medium reactive. I'm actually kind of digging having the belt on but not attached. This allows me quick access to my left and right front jacket pockets, and it makes the pack stand easier. So getting gear from this compartment or from the top of the pack is extremely easy. Well, I actually had a couple people pass me. They're the smart ones. They're heading in. Since I'm being the not smart one, I'm going to continue heading on out. Okay, there's our mission time update. This is kind of an interesting part of the path. Slopes down into the middle here where rainwater's just cut this in, and this is muddy and a bit slick on each side. Folks, do not try filming and going over difficult terrain at home or out on the trail. Remember, I'm the Fruit Loop who's lost. Now I'm straddling, and it almost feels like I don't even have a pack on. If it wasn't just for the slight sensation of weight, I would feel I'm just walking out here with the gear I have on me, and then my concealed carry. And this just keeps going and going like the proverbial ever-ready battery. We're getting pretty close to the end. As you see, I've resumed a fairly comfortable pace here, so yeah, we made it through. Time to keep on going. Okay, there we are at about an hour 15 and a half. I got off of the outer loop, took a quick detour to the top of the observation tower. I wanted to run another test on another product, and I'm headed back in, but I wanted to take this particular detour. This takes me to one of my favorite spots in the preserve, and you should be able to see it's got a very heavy left to right slope, and as we move deeper into the woods there, it's going to be muddy and slippery, so I thought this would make a good test, so here we go. And here it is. I like to come out here some nights, just turn my headlamp off, sit, relax. I really thought you might be able to see the full moon out over the water, but it's pretty well hidden by the clouds right now. That's not going to happen. So I'm going to turn on back, head in, and then we'll do a summary. Okay, I lied. I'm gonna hit this little turnout here. Looks like it really tightens up back in there. I want to see with this waist belt open if it hangs up on anything. All right, here I am on another detour. Once again, don't film and walk at the same time if you want to avoid mechanical injury. Remember, I'm a complete Fruit Loop. Do as I say, not as I do. Ooh, which way? I think I'll go straight. I like to hang kind of around the creek here. Once again, I'm getting just zero shifting in this pack as I move along. Yeah, let's go down by the creek edge. At least it's cold enough I shouldn't have to worry about moccasins. I hope. All right, there is the final time, a little under 2 hours with all of my detours. As you can see, I took the waist belt off. I'm going to continue my evaluations with it off, although I didn't really have any problem with it on and loose. And look at that, the pack still stands upright on a relatively level surface. Taking the pack off and then putting it back on, I noticed this is a bit stiff right now, maybe because it's a new pack. It was just a little bit hard the first couple of times. I expect that to get better as time goes on. General access to gear on the front, excellent access to gear on the inside, very good, especially for something that's barreled like this where all your gear is layered one on top of another. Overall, I don't know that I can say that this is a great pack. I'm going to continue using it in search and rescue after just 2 hours. I could certainly eliminate a pack after 2 hours. I think this has shown me enough that it's definitely worth continued evaluation, especially from the standpoints of just general comfort, ease of use. There is one thing I forgot to point out. I have to work a lot in the rain. Now, while the pack itself is not waterproof, 5.11 does supply a bright orange rain cover that fits this specific pack like a glove. I thought that was a great touch. And on the standpoint of search and rescue, I tend to get involved in what are known as tracking searches, and I specialize in night operations. So my motto is load light, move fast, and that's what this piece of kit enables. And I'm going to continue moving forward with slightly different gear configurations, continuing to work out the details, and I'll probably film at least one, perhaps two more reviews. If there's anything you'd like to know about the pack, anything you'd like me to specifically test, leave a comment. I'll see what I can do. And as always, until the next review, thank you very much for your time, and thank you for watching the video.